Hey guys, Gavin Townsend here on my YouTube. Just a short, quick video. I've just watched a video from Jordan Peterson about how not to decrease your IQ, and that's through basically looking after your physical health and your mental health where possible. So physical health being obviously exercise, cardiovascular exercise, strength conditioning, increase in body circulation, and generally improving your general well-being. Obviously mental as well, refraining from the likes of taking drugs, risky behaviour, making sure you're adequately hydrated, plenty of sleep, stay away from stressful, unnecessary situations. And we always see these brain training activities which encourage us to increase our IQ, whether or not there's actual proof behind and evidence behind some of these claims, but it was quite an interesting watch, him actually saying similarly that there are issues with these brain training activities, claiming that it will enhance your IQ. The common sense approach is if you do something repeatedly, your body and mind is going to adapt to its environment. So if you do the same type of challenge all the time, it's no coincidence that you're going to naturally gravitate and get better towards that said activity. But lots to be said for improving your health and fitness, and like I say, the older you get, from 20 onwards, naturally your IQ can drop somewhat, especially if your health and mental health declines too. So there's a lot to be said to staying fit, healthy, and work on your mindset as much as your body. In recent years, I've read more books in the last 10 years than I read when I was at school and in my late teenage years and early 20s. In the last decade, I've read over 1,000 books from different topics, things that I generally take interest in. There's a misconception with a lot of us fitness types that we just like to pump weights and look good, but some of us actually like to feed our brain as much as our muscles. And I find that by being fitter, by being healthier, by being more energized, it helps me focus, and therefore I feel more stimulated mentally to do more challenging tasks. And it's quite interesting to hear from clinical psychologist Jordan Peterson, again highlighting things that can actually damage your IQ, because there's apparently more tests evolved around the decline of IQ rather than just necessarily the incline, the improvement. Having known a lot of people in the armed forces, SAS personnel, a number of high caliber, highly functional people who have to work on stress constantly, and in some cases have to make life-changing decisions. Nurses, doctors, have trained brain surgeons, a whole host of type of people over the years, and there's a common trait between them. Those who look after themselves the most are typically those who are more highly functioning. So you could argue that someone who has a very high IQ in their teenage years, early 20s, through years of alcoholism, drug taking, smoking, and bad habits, poor lifestyle habits around junk food and poor sleep and constantly in stressful situations, could actually end up with a poorer IQ than someone who started out with a lower IQ, but perhaps looked after themselves physically, mentally, and just generally did what they could to further enhance their mindset through generally looking after themselves more. So a few tips on how to look after your mindset and how to potentially look after your IQ more. And one is obviously IQ quizzes. That's a no-brainer. Another one is ensuring that you have adequate rest, sleep. Make sure you get enough sleep each night to recover. Do things that relax you. Stay away from toxic behaviours, risky behaviours, so drug intaking, like smoking, alcoholism, etc. Also, refrain from being around too many toxic environments, so excessive party going and whatever else. I'm not trying to be a party pooper, quite the opposite, I'm a DJ, but it's good to have a healthier life balance. Do more walking, more general activity, more exercise, and do physical challenges as well, which challenge the body. I'm certain that will challenge your IQ more. And look into depth in your diet, look at your DNA, identify foods that your body reacts badly to, try and eliminate those, and introduce more foods that your body needs and craves. Enhance your vitamins. For men, I'd always recommend zinc and magnesium, and identify with foods that naturally will help bolster the testosterone levels. Also look at fish oils and omegas as well. So there's some general tips on how to improve your brain functionality. There are other things as well, but the main ones are just general self-care and exercise, hydration, again looking at ways to challenge your body physically, mentally, and it's a subject that's just not talked about, especially in the fitness industry today. A lot of people unfortunately gravitate to body image and aesthetics to the extreme and end up with body dysmorphic issues in many cases, but massively neglect their mindset. And as much as your body's with you a long time, so is your mindset as well. And I'm not anti-fitness influencers. I just feel that a lot of them are highly contradictory to the cause and could do more for people's mindsets. And we've got to ask ourselves, why are we getting more mental health issues in Western culture? Simply, it's because people are so excessively glued to body perfection and are envious towards how people look and like show their perceived lifestyles online, that it's very toxic. So I've said this in previous videos, and I'll always say this: just be careful on who influences you, because that too, short term and long term, can affect your mindset. So there we go, bit of a random video for today, but felt it was quite an interesting subject, one which I'd like to share. And if you want to know more about health and fitness and nutrition, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Gavin Townsend Fitness. I am on TikTok. I'm going to start doing more on there, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel here. And if you can kindly give the video a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.